I don't plan on stopping watching anime, and first anime crush would definitely have to be Katsuki Bakugo. Hi, this is Jessie Anime. This is number 3 in my Every Wednesday series, where every Wednesday, right after the new ReZero Season 2 episode airs, I do a quick review and discussion. And boy, was this episode a doozy. And also, once again, spoiler warning, spoiler warning, spoiler warning. If you have not seen this episode, do not click this video if you care about spoilers, because it is a spoiler review. Okay, so the end of the previous episode kind of teased us and led us to believe that we were finally going to meet the witch that had cursed Subaru. You know, the white hair, she looks like Amelia, all that. And I was just under the assumption that she was just going by a different name than the people knew her. Maybe she has multiple names. So I kind of thought that we were going to meet, you know, the jealous witch that had cursed Subaru. But no, it was the Witch of Greed, which is a different person. And we found out that the jealous witch, or the Witch of Envy, killed all the other witches, and they're all in this like limbo graveyard place. And the Witch of Greed had basically brought Subaru there to have a discussion with him, and she was really funny. I liked her a lot. I kind of hope we see her again, but I was like sad and a little disappointed because I was really excited thinking we would get to meet the witch that has been cursing Subaru this whole time. But I understand it's probably a little too soon for that. There's got to be more build up and stuff, you know. But yeah, it was really interesting to learn more about the witches and how there was more than just the jealous witch for a while, and they were all helping people and all that. And then obviously, because she's a jealous witch, she was jealous of all the attention the other ones got, and she killed all of them, and she's the only one left. And it was really interesting that we learned that the jealous witch had put like the factor of each one of the witches in a human. So since Subaru killed Beetlejuice, the one with the sloth factor, he now has the sloth factor, which kind of fits Subaru's personality because he does have some slothful, lazy aspects to him. So it's really interesting to me that the jealous witch wanted people to still have those factors from the witches she killed, but she wanted those witches to be dead. But maybe it's because she thinks that she can control humans better than she can control other witches. I don't know. But it's really interesting now that Subaru has both the sloth factor and the curse of the jealous witch. And the whole sanctuary trial aspect is really interesting to me. It reminds me of this book series that I read, Cirque de Freak, which involved the main character having to go through a crazy trial. There's a lot of dystopian YA that has creepy, crazy trial, things like that. But this one is really interesting because we don't really know anything about it. Usually in trial stuff, they kind of explain the rules or whatever before you go in. But with this, it's kind of just, here's the trial, go! Which is really interesting. And the whole kind of irony that the sanctuary is called a sanctuary when in reality it really isn't, because you're stuck there. And a real sanctuary, a real, you know, happy, safe place, you wouldn't be stuck there. So it's interesting the use of words for that. And I'm wondering if there's like a sanctuary for all of the witches or just her, because so far we've only been to the one which was the graveyard of the Witch of Greed, and I'm interested to see like where the other graveyards are for the other witches, and if there's like a sanctuary for each of them, and if like everybody in this world has a specific dead witch that they kind of follow, because it seems like Roswell and his people follow the Witch of Greed specifically. And then we got to end the episode with Amelia going to the trial, something going wrong, Subaru running in. We kind of already knew from the Witch of Greed that Subaru would be able to go into the trial, but we didn't know what she meant, especially when it was revealed that Amelia was going to be the one to fight the trial. And then he goes in, and Amelia's unconscious, and then he falls unconscious, and they said that you have to face your past, and all of a sudden, Subaru awakes in the real world with his father. And so I'm really excited about this because it's such an interesting way to show us what Subaru's life was like before this, because literally all we got was him at a freaking 7-Eleven buying junk food. Like, we never really got to see his life otherwise. So it's going to be really, really interesting to see that. I'm really, really excited about next week's episode to see Subaru's past life in the real world. And that's all. This weekend I'm going to be uploading my July Tokyo Treat Box. Make sure you click the subscribe button down below to get all the anime content you'll ever need every weekend. Bye!